Hey guys, this is Shauna Ralu. How's everybody doing today? On the last episode, we actually, we did a lot of, training here and there, at the other part of the city. And after that, we got ourselves our third badge, from Lieutenant Surge. I am never gonna meet that guy again. Maybe. And, you guys are wondering, what are we doing here? Well, first of all, remember that I actually got myself a Squirtle. And you guys are wondering, why is he on 28? Shouldn't he be the same level as your other Pokemon? Yeah, but I want to make it a surprise. Because he was so close to evolving, and I'm trying to make sure he does not. Because it's the best way to do it on screen. And second, the reason we're here back in Pewter City is because, remember this part of the building right over here? Yeah, with this cut, you can actually be able to go in. Which I can never understand why they actually cut the tree right there where you cannot make an entrance of that place. But if we actually talk to these people here, this guy, I'm pretty sure he'll say, "What are you doing back here?" Why, yes I do. Also known as Amber Island, apparently. So we got ourselves an old Amber. So that's one way we actually got the Pokemon fossil that we got it. That we have two fossils. If you guys are wondering how you're going to get the third fossil, which is the Helix fossil that I do not have, I think the best way is actually trade it. I can't say for sure, but we'll see. Anyways, I'm going to go to the next destination, so I'll be right back. Okay, so remember that we came back here, and because we have like less than 30 Pokemon that we caught, well, if we talk to him again, Oy. Yeah, the item finder is not really the best thing, so what I'm going to do is just, put it in the PC. But, of course, we're going to go to our next destination, so here we go. Okay, we're back at last. What do you think, Pikachu? That's my boy. It's been a long walk. I'm pretty sure you might be tired. So remember that we actually decided to skip this place? Well, the reason I skip is because I want to save that for last. And since now we got the bike voucher, yes, we got ourselves a bicycle. Apparently, without the bike voucher, it tends to cost a lot of money. So, if we actually get on our bike, yes sirree! It feels so nice. Oh, I wish I could ride a bike again. Okay, so we're gonna go to our next destination. Oh, and by the way, in case you actually saw the video of me actually evolving my Squirtle into Wartortle, yeah, there you go. Alright, so we just need to continue on. So, I have a bit of funny story for you. it was something that, like, when we had my dog, Mackie, who is a German Shepherd Wolf Siberian Husky. And I know what you guys are thinking. You cannot breed a wolf with those kind of dogs. Actually, yes, you can. If you don't know it, I suggest you look it up. Anyways, so what happened is that my mom actually had Mackie for quite a long time. About 11 years now. And what's really... Aha! You did not affect me. And what's really funny is that he was like not really a puppy anymore, but he is like an adolescent. And the funniest thing is that I had my cat Thumper when he was still around, and Thumper was just sitting in between the legs of like the foosball table that we used to have. We got rid of that thing a long time ago. So after that, my mom came back home from work at 3 o'clock in the morning, and we were all asleep at that time. So mom actually just let him roam around in our living room, and sure enough, Thumper was right in between those two legs of the foosball table. So Mackie decided to actually wanted to make fun of him, like being all a brat and all that. And sure enough, Thumper just kind of swapped him, and you can hear him, "Kay-yay-yay-yay-yay-yay-yay." It was the funniest thing ever. Mom was actually doing the fireplace because it was during like I think it was in between fall or winter, and it was sure enough cold in the morning. So she tried to make sure to get the fire built up again. And what's really funny is that we wish that mom had like the camera and just thinking for what would happen, teleport. Yeah, no, I'm gonna get rid of that one. So it was the most funniest thing ever, because apparently my old cat, who was about to like turn 16, I think he was like younger a bit, but sure enough, he was actually like standing on his hind legs and start walking towards the dog while the dog is starting to run away from him, and went into my room while I was still asleep. I didn't even know what the fuck was happening, and it was hysterical. Sometimes I wish that my mom had the recording, but she was on the ground laughing, trying to make sure she does not wake any of us up. Oh, it was hysterical. Like, where's a fucking camera when you need one? And almost the next day, when Mackie was also like poking and prodding on my sister's cat Joker, and Joker, he's pretty much laid back, like he doesn't give a crap anymore. But sure enough, he was actually knowing for what Mackie was doing, so Mackie kind of like stood up against him while Joker lifted up his paw. Mackie backed off and then came up again, and then Joker raised up his paw again, and then Mackie backed up again. And Mackie came back, and this time he raised his paw, and sure enough, Joker's like, "That's it," and then jumps on him, so he ki-yied away. I can never, ever see this, like, ever coming, because I wish we had a camera. I wish that we could record of what just happened. It was the most hysterical thing I've ever seen. Like, to be honest, we didn't have very good cameras on our phones, like our very old phones. And sure enough, it's hysterical to see it. And you evolved your freaking Beedrill. Jesus criminy, dude. Okay. You want to play that way? Let's play. Let's play. Oh, you're gonna be a dick, aren't you? I really wish that Charmeleon can actually learn a better fire-type move. Okay, critical hit. Little overkill. That's a little overkill, as I would say. But no, it was just the funniest thing, like, where's the recording when you need one? Then there was another funny part, is it has something to do with, like, my animals, but there is something that kind of happened when my mom and my dad and we were going into our town, and hello, he leveled up. And, oh, you're learning a new move? Slash. Come on, Charmeleon. You could have freaking used flamethrower or something. That would have been nice. Alright. So, my dad was driving a Mustang. I mean, a red Mustang. one of those classic ones. Not really classic, but you get what I mean. He used to ride that Mustang all the time, and he loved that Mustang until it got totaled. I'll tell about that later. My mom and dad and I, we were like in town, and we were just gonna go somewhere. I don't really remember where we were going, but my dad was not paying attention by the time we got to the four-way stop. And what happened is that fuck it. What happened is that I saw a cop car that was coming on our right lane. So I just straight up says, "Hello, officer." And Dad just freaks the fuck out and thinking, "Where?" And I'm like, "Dude." So Dad's like, "Don't do that again." I'm like, "All I said is hello. It's not like you're doing anything illegal." Mom was trying to explain it to him, and hey, War Turtle leveled up as well. But yeah, it was just a ridiculous thing how he actually just straight up freaking out that there's a cop officer over there. And it was just the funniest thing ever, how thinking my dad just freak out all of a sudden. Can never go wrong with actually freaking out a parent who actually thinking that he got in trouble by something. Alrighty. But yeah, it's just any kind of funny things that happened. Something actually happened when I was like, I do believe it was in middle school. Yeah, it was in middle school. And what was going on is that there was a teacher that was actually getting ready to like announce us if we are in class. And they do that like every day in the morning to make sure that they are present. So there was one girl who is black. I have nothing against black people. I love black people, don't get me wrong. And her name was Shauna, but she's actually spelled differently. Hers has actually a W and one N, while I have a U and two N's. I don't know any girl who actually is named Shauna with two N's, because I'm the only person that I know I am, you know. There may be some girls out there who have the same name as me, but I highly doubt that. So, for what happened is that she has almost the same name as mine, except it's spelled different. And she also have a last name who is has a beginning M and the C, like me. Since my last name is spelled M-C-C, and hers actually have MC and something else. I don't really remember which it is. So, by the time that the teacher does not want to get us confused, so she actually decided to call us by our middle name on our first letter. Hers was actually like a Q, I think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start with a Q. Mine start with a K. So they're making sure that saying Shauna K here, Shauna Q here. So yeah, it's just that they're trying to make sure that they don't get confused, as long as we don't get confused, because then we're both gonna say here. But yeah, it was just one of those crazy things that we have, like with our names and all that, and especially like when I had a girl in the elementary school. She's actually older than I am. Like I was telling you guys that she is a Pokemon fan along with her mother, who's my teacher. And sure enough, her name is Shoshana, which somehow it represents of the black girl's name. I never knew about that. My dad mentioned about that, and I'm like thinking, really? Never knew. But yeah, it was just that it just sounded like our names just sounded so similar, and yet you're just like thinking, oh well, you don't want to get us very confused, so it's just one of those things that we just had to like get through of this, and thinking that whoever has got this name, just, you know, honestly, there's just so much things that it just makes it sound so, I don't know. I can't even find the right word. Okay. I know that Bubble Beam's not that powerful, but it's powerful enough, and Jesus, you're already on 23. Okay. We're starting to get a little bit of the strong trainers, and haha, thank you for the coin! We're getting into like a little bit of the strong trainers, aren't we? Okay, so now we made it to the Pokemon Center. And I like to heal up because I have been using Wartortle. I'm going to keep on training him up until he gets to the levels the same way as the other Pokemon. Pikachu needs to catch up too. Alright. So, I do not think I'll need Paris very much anymore. Because since we're going to go into the darkest cave, I might as well, like, you know... yeah, thanks. So I just need... No dirt, Sherlock! Oh, Lavender Town. I'll tell you why it's my favorite when we get there. Okay, so I need to deposit, Paris. Thank you very much, Paris. Now, I need to change my box because I do believe Mr. Mime is on box 1. Just to tell you guys that you need to, like, change your box once in a while when it gets full. Because once when you actually could not catch any Pokemon, that means your box system is full. No, he's actually in box 2? Yeah, he is in box 2. So, yeah, it's just that, make sure to actually, like, empty out your box, you know? I don't think... Yeah, he is in box 2. I don't think that, I don't think that they actually raise up for, like, 30 Pokemon in box. I do believe that they change it into, like, either less than 28, I do believe. It's hard to say about that. But other cases, it's just that, sometimes old games tend to be kind of weird. Not gonna lie, because something I was not used to, like, playing these kind of games, I never knew that they exist. And, never once actually either played with them, or never considered playing them, or just straight up play with them and just say, I'm fucking done. I pretty much want to, like, finish the game and just continue on until the end of the game. I don't really like to, you know, just drop the game thinking I'm straight up done without any accomplishing or just finishing and making sure that you're doing the right thing on the game. Because there has been some people like you guys out there who thought that maybe that, you know, I don't know, it's just, to me, it's ridiculous, because they never consider actually playing the game, or finishing the game, or just started, and then all of a sudden, drop out. Alright guys, I think we're going to end off the video right here. So in the meantime, guys, please make a like down below, and also subscribe, and if you want to comment to me, please feel free. Hope you guys have a wonderful, beautiful day. Bye!